Alright, let me start here. Have you ever sat down to play or work and felt like your machine was just a half step behind you? That quiet hesitation you feel before launching something heavy? That's exactly the gap the Lenovo Legion Tower 5i closes. This is for the kind of person who doesn't need to be convinced that performance matters. You already know it does. You notice delays. You notice inconsistency. And you're at the point where you want a system that feels intelligent, not just powerful. Before we go further, pause for a moment and check the current price in stock. Systems in this tier don't stay predictable, and availability has a way of shifting when you're not looking. You didn't decide to upgrade out of boredom. It happened during a session that should have been smooth but wasn't. A frame dip at the wrong moment. A render that took longer than expected. A background task that suddenly mattered. That was the realization: you weren't demanding more, you were outgrowing what you had. The first week with this changes your relationship with your PC. Everything feels coordinated. Games respond instantly. Multitasking feels natural again. You stop closing apps just in case. There's a quiet confidence knowing the system is always thinking one step ahead with you. Think about how you actually use it. Long gaming sessions where performance stays locked in. Streaming or recording without anxiety. Creative work that flows instead of stalls. Even everyday tasks feel sharper, like the system anticipates what you're about to do next. It's not about raw specs on a page. It's the sensation that the machine understands pressure and handles it calmly. Once you feel that level of responsiveness, slower setups start feeling unnecessarily stressful. Quick heads up here, don't wait around assuming the price will stay friendly. Towers like this tend to shift when demand spikes, and hesitation usually costs more than decisiveness. Maybe you're wondering if something labeled AI-powered actually makes a difference. It does, but not in flashy ways. It shows up as stability, smarter resource use, and fewer moments where performance breaks immersion. That's the kind of upgrade you feel, not advertise. Here's the surprise benefit people don't expect. You stop thinking about upgrading for a while. The browsing stops. The comparison tabs close. You just enjoy using your setup again. You feel confident launching demanding games. You stop worrying about background slowdowns. You enjoy smoother, calmer performance. You feel proud of your setup every day. You trust it when it matters. Yes, it's a serious investment. Yes, it's built for people who push their systems, but eventually, the comparison loop ends. At some point, you choose the machine you already knew fit your standards. Don't let this turn into one of those upgrades you delay and wish you'd done sooner. Check the availability. See where the price sits right now, and make the move while it still feels like a decision, because once you experience this level of control and confidence, going back won't even be a thought.